I have an interesting one here. I'm not starting, start to finish like ScannerDanner style stuff, but this is a 2008 Dodge Charger. Having an issue with the right rear speed sensor, and the sensor was replaced. It was an intermittent issue before, and it's my brother's family's car actually. So, instead of farting around with it, he put a sensor in it. It was like $20 sensor. Still have no signal here, so let me show you the no signal stuff first. They plug into the floorboard area. They sit together like that, and then they both sensors get plugged into the floorboard. Okay, all right. So dealing with the right rear, let me show you a couple differences that I found. I marked them too. So you see the positives and negatives, right? The source, the supply. See how they're opposite of each other? And that's where our problem is gonna be. Let me plug this in the way it would be and show you the signals. So I have my polarities, right? Opposite, positive, negative, negative. And then the sensor that plugs into this would be this one, which plugs in on this side. Okay, so it should be this one would go to the top, and let me get on the positive. The supply, they call it on the diagram. See, we got 10 volts, 12 volts. Yeah, yellow leads going to my scope, so I just have the positive connected. We're just looking at supply voltage. Okay, and then this is what they call the signal. It's a ground, but these monitor current without getting too much into the physics of this type of sensor. Watch what happens when I plug this in. This is our symptom. All right, you see it drops down to 0.9, and if I rotate the wheel, of course there's no signal there, and that's what we were chasing. We're chasing that new sensor. So then I start worrying about sensor being shorted and all that stuff. And I measured them. They're the same as resistance wise measuring on the sensor. It's infinity one way and 1.5 million the other way. Both sensors measured the same way. But then I started thinking about the polarity of this and the differences. And, we're real close to calling a module on this. So this is wired right now the way that it would plug in. But if I reverse these, watch. See a slight drop. Spin the wheel. There's your signal. We can AC couple that and see it better, but that's what you want to see. And I believe that this sensor was constructed incorrectly. The polarity was reversed in the plug or on that end for this sensor. And I just thought that was a really interesting one to bring to you guys, that if you ever run into one of these where you're changing a speed sensor and you get one of these, man, you're going to end up replacing the ABS module next, because you'll go through the harness. You're not going to find any opens or shorts. Like, we were doing a bunch of stuff yesterday on the harness and measuring things up at the module and seeing why this voltage was pulling low. And it's pulling low because internally, you see, that's the way it would be plugged into the harness. And you see it pulls it down. Yeah, no signal. So we got another sensor coming, and we'll see what it is. But I really believe that this was constructed incorrectly. My brother said he bought a real cheap one. It was like 20 bucks. The factory one's like 100 something. Man, you talk about something that will throw you a curveball. This would be it right here. So I hope that makes sense what I'm talking about. We swapped left and rights. Like, I use these jumpers, and when I did this one and I adapted the left side sensor into the right side, what I didn't realize when I did that is I reversed the polarity to the left side, and it pulled the right side signal down. And I was like, okay, it's absolutely a problem with the engine computer, or with the BCM, with the EBCM, the electronic brake control module. I hope that makes sense. A lot of you guys do this kind of testing. You take the harness, you jump the known good sensor to the side you're having issues with, and then you check it. And when I did that, it pulled the signal down too. And so I was focused on the right side and the module itself, not realizing that the polarity is different in this. So I actually was putting positive, this is the good sensor, putting positive here and negative here. And when I did that on the right side, it pulled the voltage all the way down, just like it is right now. And I was like, okay, our problem is definitely not the sensor. Our problem is definitely the right side harness all the way up to the module or the module itself. And then I just kind of slept on it, came back today, and I'm like, wait a minute, this polarity is different. And when I switch it, I switch the polarity, it works properly. There it is. That sensor was wired wrong. All right, new one coming. New sensor. How this gets connected would be like that. So this should be positive. This should be negative, just like it is right now. Let's make sure. Top one to the top one here. Okay. Bottom one here. This should not drop to 0, and it did not. Son of a... Hey, this sensor's wired correctly. That's crazy, man. So imagine getting a car like this that comes to you. It has an ABS fault on the right rear, which this does. Has a new sensor installed. You do the checks that we would normally do, bypass testing, things like that. All of that's relevant, but with this voltage being stuck low, substituting the left side sensor with the right side, and then finding that the left side sensor pulls the right side channel down, you would be absolutely looking at harness and ABS module when all it was is a polarity difference between these sensors. And when someone manufactured this one, they installed the pins wrong. I think the sensor's fine. They just installed the pins wrong. Maybe it was built on a Friday at like 4 o'clock and it was quitting time. I don't know. But this is the one that we're putting in now that is working properly. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna have my son install the sensor. We'll put everything back together, and then we'll do, you know, our final test drive. But I guess I can show you guys me spinning the tire or spinning the wheel. Well, that's not gonna work, dumbass. Why? I don't have the sensor installed yet. I don't know if I can trigger this with my light magnet. Let's try. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we're gonna put this back together, and I'll get one final shot of the wheel speed signals, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, new sensor installed. You see the way the plugs go before you plug them in. All right, they get put together first, and then they plug in. Okay, let me get you on the scan tool, and we'll rotate the wheels and show you the signals. We'll have codes on the other side now too, because I was playing around, but I'll just show you that. Yeah, left rear, right rear. Okay. So we were going to clear these. I could not clear the right side code before. It was immediate fault. Sweet. No codes. Then let's look at our data. We'll go left rear, right rear. Those will be my two. Spin it. Both sides spin, by the way. When you turn it, you see the signal on left and right. Let's go. Really good one, guys. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't be in a rush. Polarities were different. Really messed us up. I really wish I would have filmed this start to finish, but this was good. This will save somebody down the road. Unfortunately, with the scan tool on this, it is flashing the ABS light and the brake warning light. It's just scan tool stuff. So we're gonna be hearing a beeping the whole time I'm driving this, but I just want you guys to see the wheel speed mile per hour as we're driving. There you go. Well, that's good enough. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I wish I would have started it from the very beginning to give you guys a real good perspective on how close we were to putting a anti-lock brake system module in this. You know, when I put that left side sensor into that right side and it shorted it out the same way the right side sensor was, I was like, man, this is a module problem or a wiring problem. Then we you know, went through all the wiring, made sure we didn't have any resistance issues or shorts to ground, and yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Never saw anything like it. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Week 6, day 5. Uncle Jim gave Bo a light,
yeah,
2 lights.
2 lights. I took them both apart and made one working light out of 2 lights.
Okay.
And now I got a cool spot for it.
So let me see your design. That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go. And Danner's jealous now because that light is brighter than all of his. Nice, Bo.